Hi again and welcome. This is Links007 TV. Let's talk. Now, I saw a situation that happened earlier this week in which a 4-year-old girl was actually shot and she did not survive the ordeal after an altercation between two brothers turned deadly. The father of the 4-year-old was also shot in the incident. When we return, we'll have exclusive details of this to come on the program. This is Links007 TV. Let's talk. And we ask you, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and click on all so you're always in tune whenever time I post new videos. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome again and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links007 TV. Let's talk. Such a sad situation that transpired in Trelawney in which a 4-year-old girl lost her life innocently in an incident that could have been avoided only if the two parties involved in this situation would have tried to settle their differences in a different manner. Now the police are probing a shooting incident and also a murder of a child. So sad. Now what happened in this situation, it just goes to show you the world that we're living in and how situations can escalate into something much bigger than anticipated. Now this incident that transpired was a dispute between a father and actually a brother, I believe, and it simply stemmed from a disagreement between the two, and then this led to weapons being used in order to inflict injuries to the father and also the child. Now when we look on what is happening around the world and in our country in general, it's very sad to see the spades of killing that are taking place. And when we look on how life is being taken, it's as if life doesn't matter anymore to some people. And it's really alarming to see how children have been caught into this unforeseen circumstances at times, because most of the times, if not all, the children are the innocent victims that are caught in the crossfire. And this was just the case that happened to this 4-year-old girl, Chloe Brown, in Trelawney. Now, I can't express any words or say anything to the family right now because I can't understand why this had to happen to this 4-year-old girl. And there's no word in my vocabulary that I could use in order to bring that level of comfort or that level of reassurance to her family, because this is very difficult for them to just bearing with this news that their 4-year-old family member is no longer with them. Such a sad situation. At times, this situation could have been dealt with in a different manner and they could have been avoided only if it does not resort to violence. But it's as if violence is the key to solving many of our problems. And I believe it only ends with more problem when you resort to violence. So we're going to bring you up to date with what really transpired in this case, and just to let you have a more detailed understanding of how this 4-year-old girl lost her life. Such an unfortunate situation. So a man has been charged with multiple offenses, including murder, in connection with the incident that occurred that claimed the life of 4-year-old Chloe Brown and the injuring of her father at their home in Freeman's Hall, Trelawney, on Monday of this week. Charged is 36-year-old Kevin Williams, otherwise called Bughead, a chef of Freeman's Hall and also Red Hills in St. Andrew. So reports from the corporate communications unit within the Jamaica Constabulary Force are that about 12:40 p.m. Williams, armed with a gun, gained entry to the house through the roof, and a struggle ensued between him and Chloe's father, and that would have been the 4-year-old girl. Williams, who the police said went into hiding, was found later by residents and handed over to the police. So during the incident of what transpired during the house, Williams allegedly fired several shots at the father, which hit the father in his leg, and Chloe, who was asleep on the bed, in her abdomen. Chloe and her father were rushed to the hospital, where Chloe succumbed to her injuries and her father admitted in stable condition. So that was what really transpired that led to the taking out of the 4-year-old girl. So the man in question that carried out this vicious attack on the father and the 4-year-old girl was subsequently charged with murder, wounded with intent, burglary, and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. And a court date has not yet been finalized for this case to be heard. Now, when we look on what transpired in this situation, this is just another unfortunate one. Just imagine this 4-year-old girl actually in her bed, sleeping at this moment. She would not have known what transpired to her, only to felt that burning sensation from what is believed to be a bullet wound to her abdomen. That must have been extremely painful for her and must have been a shocking moment in those last minutes of her life. Her father is left devastated, and the whole entire Freeman's Hall community in Trelawney is left in shock. And the country as well is also in shock based on the development that came out of this story. But it just goes to show you the world that we are living in and how people, their hearts have become so cold. Their hearts have become just like a solid brick of ice. And when we look on this situation, these could have been avoided over and over again, because most of the times these situations stems from some simple disagreement, and then it's as if the party believe taking the other one's life is the only way and means that the differences can be settled, which is very shocking and it's very sad. Now, this 4-year-old girl, she had a future ahead of her, and now that future is cut short. You don't know what this individual would have become. She could have been the next top scientist in the world. She could have been the next top doctor in the world. She could have been the next prime minister of our country. But we did not give her that chance. We did not give her that chance, and we failed. Very unfortunate situation, very sad. But I just hope that the family of this 4-year-old girl, Chloe Brown, just find that strength and that will to cope during this time. Because no words right now in my vocabulary can be used to console the family and friends during this difficult time, because this is going to be very hard for them to cope with, and no family member want their child to go down in such a manner. And what happened here is very sad, and it's a situation that is really alarming to see the spades of killing of children, especially in their own personal confines of their home. It's not like they were even out on the street most of the time in situations that I've seen occurring. These children, they are in their bed And in this one in particular, she was in her bed, actually asleep when this happened to her. Can you imagine those splits of a second? What might went through her mind? How she felt when she was shot. That must have been a shocking experience for her. And despite the efforts of the medical team, they were unable to save her life. However, her father lives to tell the tale of what transpired, and he would have this to bear it for the rest of his life, because he would have been the only witness to what transpired here, which is very sad. This is where I believe I'm going to leave this one here for now, though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And just please remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and always click on all, so you're always in tune whenever time we post new videos. And we here at Links 007 TV as well just want to take this opportunity just to express our sincere condolences to the family, the friends, the teachers of this young 4-year-old girl, Chloe Brown. We hope that the family find the strength to cope during this difficult time. This is where we're going to leave this one here for now. Thanks for watching. Peace out and bless.